It's time for the Texas Sportsman. With your host, Fred Rodriguez, and your co-host, Cindy Rodriguez. Brought to you by Capital Farm Credit, the Osiris Gonzalez Law Firm, South Padre Boat Rentals, Corona Premier, and Texas Sportsman Tracking Outdoors Magazine. It's time to go outdoors with the Texas Sportsman. Today on the Texas Sportsman, it seems like a great day for a friendly competition between the ladies and the guys. You couldn't ask for better weather on this beautiful spring morning. Fishing out of Jim's Pier. And we'll be talking about a great tournament coming up. The tournament's coming up next weekend on South Padre Island with Shallow Sport Boats. And the competition is just getting going. Brought to you by Texas Sportsman Tracking Outdoors Magazine. You couldn't ask for better weather on this beautiful spring morning. Fishing out of Jim's Pier. And the ladies are going out to sea with Victoria Ortiz. And with the guys, it's Captain Eddie Curry. Today, Kyra Hudson, owner of Shallow Sport Boats, along with Christy Romero, owner of the Sportsman in San Benito, are joining Cindy and Captain Victoria as they head out to try and beat the boys.
Just go this way and then just work. Yeah, just work it right between the grass and the surface.
No, I'm good here. I'm good. Hey folks, welcome back to the Texas Sportsman. I am so excited. We are out fishing. I have Kyra from the Shallow Sport. I have Christy from the Sportsman and Captain Victoria Ortiz. Kyra, tell us what we're doing here. What is it that we are doing?
We're doing a Boys versus Girls Day. The guys are over on an X3 over there. Got Eddie Curry, got Wes Hudson, my husband, her husband, Fred
Rodriguez.
Fred's over there, and Bill Elliff from Elliff Motors and Trailers, and yeah, I got Eddie Curry, Captain Eddie Curry. They're all over there, and they think they're going to outfish us. We just kind of threw something together for fun today. We're going to do a little point system where each caught or released slot trout, red, and flounder are worth points. Got 1 point for trout, 3 for red, and 5 for flounder, we decided?
Yes.
Oh, we should go for the flounder.
I know, just flounder fishing all day. Maybe I should leave this lure on. Yeah, and then we're gonna go hopefully cook a couple of the little fish up at my buddy Ernie's new restaurant here on the island, Viva. It's right on the waterfront. It's got docks you can pull up and pick your catch. That's what we're doing today.
Let's do this. Come on, girls. All right.
That looks like it'll keep. Well, haven't you heard? It's the premier destination fishing event of the year. Had a little nibble right there. It's been going on for 23 years. I've only been part of it for 21 of those. The first 2 were in the late 80s. And honestly, I think my in-laws were just wanting to have a party with their friends. I think they had I don't even know how many boats they had back then, but the pictures are hilarious to look at. And then right when Wes and I were still in college, he was like, you know what, we should start the fishing tournament back up. And I had never fished in my life, so I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. And that year, I think we had, 33-ish boats. Some of the people at that one, the Wernicke's were there, Flanagan's were there, Sure Skipper and Eddie were there. A lot of people who are still fishing to this day. We do this thing at the event that's kind of fun, and we make everybody stand up and we're like, okay, sit down if this is your first year fishing the tournament. And they're like, okay, sit down if you fished less than 5 years. Then we go to 10 years, we go to 15 years. And usually by the end, I think it's just Donald Wernicke standing. But it's pretty cool. It's like a family reunion. Get to see everybody. It's a family reunion, but you get to give away really good presents. It's like an intense Christmas.
And when is this?
May 11, 12, and 13 here on South Padre Island. We have our sponsor VIP party at Isla Grande Beach Resort, who's one of our sponsors. They donated 3 vacation packages for raffles. 3-night stays with $500 in Isla Grande cash, $500 in Isla Grande cash. Nice little vacation packages for the resort there. And oh, by the way, at the end of the VIP party this year, we're doing a fireworks show. Yeah, Isla Grande's donating a fireworks show, so there'll be live music and food, and the folks over at L&F Distributors are gonna be handing out their beverage samples again this year, which I told my staff to take it easy on because it's a marathon, not a sprint. And then Friday is at the Convention Center. Registration party, everybody picks up all their goodies, bet on your boat, raffle tickets, check out all the cool prizes, and everybody starts getting excited for the fishing day. We fish on Saturday, and the awards are that night at the Convention Center. But the coolest thing, I think, about our tournament still, what would y'all say it is, y'all?
You like the scavenger hunt.
Well, I do like the scavenger hunt. Actually, there's a lot of cool things. I was going to talk about the takeoff, though.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah. Heartbeat fast.
So something that we do that not a lot of people do, and we're one of the longest running ones who does it, is a cannon takeoff. So everyone, all 265, however many boat teams we have, meet in the bay in front of Louis. We sing the national anthem, we get them all checked in, we pop off a cannon, and everybody zooms off at the same time, which is really cool. If you haven't been part of it,
Is that what's happening?
just Google it, because there's like a jillion videos.
Okay.
There's a lot of videos, and it's intense, right? I've never been in it. And like, I'd like to do that. I was joking the other day, we went to the SpaceX takeoff, and there was a lot of boats and everything, and then when they scrubbed it, everybody took off at once, and I was like, this must be what it feels like to be in the shallow sport takeoff.
Brought to you by the Osiris Gonzalez Law Firm.
Kyra, I saw the trophies. Tell us about the trophies.
Every year, so we do a lot of these events, and we sponsor a lot of these events, and I'm not knocking anybody's stuff because some of these trophies are super cool at other events, but if you're any good, you end up with quite a few of them, and I want mine to be the one that you want to put up on your wall. You know, like I want my trophy to be one that everybody, like, it looks nice and it's a piece of art and you want to display it. So I always have to be super extra with my trophies. But I came across a gentleman named Ray at an art show, and he had hand cut, like these just really cool burned metal art, redfish, trout, flounder. They're pretty awesome. I'm excited about them. There's 41 trophies because we have 4 divisions. Really, it's 2 divisions with 2 subdivisions. So we have a guided division and an amateur division. And within those divisions, there is artificial only and then open bait. So you can do your heaviest red, trout, and flounder per division. A lot of trophies.
Kyra, so if anyone wants to join the tournament, what can they do?
As of right now, you can still register online at shallowsporttournament.com. We do try to kind of limit the amount of teams to around no more than 265, just because it's so hard to get that many teams checked in, weighed in, and the convention center is pretty packed because those teams bring a lot of people. But right now we still have some room. You can register at shallowsporttournament.com. We have typically not sold out on Friday. I think only twice we had to kind of cut it. Woohoo! This doesn't feel normal.
Yeah.
Fish on. What is
Get in the water.
it? Okay.
Troy, you want me to grab your rod?
Oh, it's a good, yeah. Wow, look at that. Yay! Woohoo! Look at that.
What we got?
Yay!
All right.
How many points, Kyra?
1 point.
Win.
And the guys are headed out. It's Wes Hudson, owner of Shallow Sport Boats, along with Bill Elliff, owner of Elliff Motors. And the guide is Captain Eddie Curry. And of course, there's that Fred guy, Fred Rodriguez, Texas sportsman. And of course, there's that Fred guy, Fred Rodriguez, Texas sportsman.
Hey folks, welcome back to the Texas Sportsman, and we're promoting the upcoming Shallow Sport Tournament with Wes Hudson, the owner. Wes, tell us about that scavenger hunt you were telling me about.
Yeah, so a couple years ago we wanted to make it a little bit more interesting and just make it more fun for everybody. And maybe you come from out of town, you don't really know where to fish, you don't do too well. We started this deal where we're throwing out these green float balls, like a crab ball that you see on a crab trap, and they're neon green, and we throw them in different places of the bay. So if you find one of these crab trap balls and you turn it in at weigh-in, you win a prize.
Okay.
And this year we're doing about 40 of them, and it's been a big hit in the last couple of years, especially with the kids. You know, gives them something to look for while they're fishing. You know, if they get a little bit bored during the day, they can look out for those crab balls and find them. It's just a really great time for everybody.
Are you going to have them on land too? Did I hear something about that?
No, we
No?
don't really do them on land, but they're
Okay.
just in the bay.
In the bay,
Yeah, they're
okay.
in the bay. We throw them out that morning,
Okay.
and they're not hidden. They're pretty easy to find. You
Yeah.
know, we want everybody to find them. So just while you're fishing the tournament, keep your eyes peeled for a neon green float ball. It won't be attached to a crab trap or anything. It'll have a small weight on it, and it'll be numbered. It says SS for Shallow Sport.
Okay, now who can enter the tournament? Let's go over that.
Anybody can really enter the tournament, but it is an owner's tournament, so it's
Okay.
an invitational, and basically you just have to be fishing on a Shallow Sport or an SCV boat built by Shallow Sport Boats.
Okay, and one other thing, talked about the raffle that's coming up too on the boat.
We have some amazing raffles. Of course, we do the bucket raffle where we give away all kinds of amazing prizes, but the big prize of the night is the 21 Sport Shallow Sport. It's got a 200 Suzuki on the back, a McLean trailer, and we are selling tickets for $20 a piece. You can buy as many as you want.
Okay.
All the proceeds go to the scholarship program. This year we're giving away 16 scholarships to 16 kids that are in school, and just it's a great deal all the way around. We're giving away the boat that night of the tournament, that Saturday night, so you don't have to be present to win.
right.
So buy as many as you want. So one of the rule changes we're making this year is we're bringing the trout back to the tournament. We do focus on conservation, so it's 1 trout per boat. So the bag limit for each boat is 1 trout, 1 flounder, and 1 redfish per boat. So if you got 5 team members on the boat, it's 1 trout, 1 flounder, 1 redfish. The trout this year, they're coming back strong in strong numbers, getting good reports from all the guides and all the fishermen that we know. So we're gonna bring back the trout. It's 17 to 23 inches is the slot.
Yep.
The daily bag limit in Texas and South Texas is 3
3.
per person.
Yeah.
But for the tournament, you only got to bring 1 in.
Yeah.
And we're actually encouraging everybody to bring their fish in alive this year. So one of the things we're doing is if you bring your fish to the weigh station live, you get to cut to the front of the line. And then when you release your fish, you actually get a ticket to win. We've got 15 different Sims products we're giving away
Awesome.
with those tickets. So everybody's got a chance to win something. It's a great time. Hope you guys come and enjoy it.
All right, stick around. We'll be right back on the Texas Sportsman.
Brought to you by Corona Premier. Brought to you by Capital Farm Credit.
Okay, so I'm here with Christy Romero. She is the owner of the Sportsman, and I'm always impressed with her fishing. Girl, I have not seen you in about a year, but you know what? We're back and we're fishing.
Yes.
Christy, tell us about the tournament that's coming up and how are you involved?
So we're a shallow sport dealer in San Benito, and we've been in business 1951, and we've been a part of the tournament every year. We are a platinum sponsor every year. We donate, raffle items. This year we're fishing 2 teams. We're involved, we go to VRP parties, so we're involved in a lot of different ways.
We are here with Victoria Ortiz, and I am so impressed because Victoria, being a female guide, wow. How did you get started? Tell us about that.
Well, I've been fishing with my dad since I was about 5 years old. My mom wouldn't let him go unless I went with him, so I just, fell in love with the sport of fishing and got my guide's license, and now I'm addicted. I'm out here doing it probably about 4 to 5 days a week, and I just love it. We have a beautiful base system here, and it's what we do.
Make the boys
Nice
cry.
Might be. Oh, come on, big old trout. Big old trout, big old trout, big old trout. Big old trout. Big old trout.
Work together. Is
Can
it?
pull them out from underneath. And you're still using that key line, right?
No.
Oh, you switched? Oh, got it!
Oh, look at that!
Oh yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about.
We're out here fishing, and she's guiding us, and we're onto some good fish.
You gonna keep?
I don't know.
Hey folks, welcome back to the Texas Sportsman, and we got a treat here. We got one of our big sponsors for the Shallow Sport Tournament, Mr. Bill Elliff of Elliff Motors and More. That's what I call you now, Bill.
Yeah.
So Bill, on behalf of the Shallow Sport team, the company, thank you so much for your support.
You bet.
And your family. You guys have been there in Harlingen forever.
We're knocking on the door. We're on the 79th year in business, and we're doing. We've got our Kubota store now that we've added. That was the most recent thing. And of course, our ATV lines in Harlingen and Farr, and still heavily in the car business and in the Ford business in San Benito, and it's a family affair. Got 4 generations in there, so it's been fun. It's fun time. Trailers too, yeah.
Okay, and then that vehicle that I was telling you about?
Yeah, the Mahindra Roxor. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little diesel Jeep type vehicle. Mahindra actually built that way back in the.
It's like for the
40s.
ranch, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a great little ranch vehicle. What's great about it is that little diesel engine is so quiet.
We're trying to tape a show here, and you guys are catching fish.
Wes has got the magic.
All right, Wes, bring it in.
What's it feel like, Wes? All right, boys and girls.
Is that how it's done, Wes?
That's how it's done. Come fish the 23rd annual Shallow Sport SCB Owners Fishing Tournament.
That's a nice one. That's about, Captain Eddie, what do you say that is?
That is
19?
20 3/4.
How many?
21.
21. Wow, nice one. There you go, man. Y'all did good.
Okay, so we've been fishing out all day. We caught a lot of fish. Of course, we beat the men, but we're back on the dock. We came to Viva. Viva does a really good job with cooking your catch. Here we are with Cynthia. Cynthia, owners of Viva. Tell us about your establishment and what is it that y'all cater to, specialize?
We're actually a brand new restaurant. We opened up about a month ago, and we specialize in elevated Latin-inspired seafood and cuisine. We do have craft cocktails that we had a mixologist come in and create a whole new bar program for us. We have your regular tacos, your seafood, but elevated.
Well, folks, that wraps up another edition of the Texas Sportsman. We want to thank our fine sponsors here, Shallow Sport Team. Thank you, Wes. Thank you very much, Kyra. And Elif Motors, Mr. Bill Elif, we got here on our left. We had a great time out there. Christy Romero with the Sportsman, and Captain Victoria had a great time out there. Any last words on who won?
I think the girls, hands down, yeah.
It was the girls against the guys. But
I will say, we're being very generous. We'll give your big, oversized red, we're going to give that 10 points. There you go. But,
way to go.
we still win. Yeah.
Awesome. Hey folks, there's still time to register for the tournament. We want to thank all the sponsors that make this happen.
Thank you guys so much, yes.
Until next week, we'll see you on the Texas Sportsman, and we'll see you at the tournament. Gotta have it.
Thanks for watching the Texas Sportsman. Keep watching for more exciting adventures with your host, Fred Rodriguez, and your co-host, Cindy Rodriguez. Brought to you by Capital Farm Credit, the Osiris Gonzalez Law Firm, South Padre Boat Rentals, Corona Premier, and Texas Sportsman Tracking Outdoors Magazine. Check us out on YouTube. Texas Sportsman, gotta have it.